The Chi Omega sorority house stood silent and dimly lit in the early hours of January 15, 1978. Inside, unsuspecting young women slept, dreaming of mundane college life, unaware that within minutes their world would shatter. Lisa Levy's friends described her as vibrant, full of energy and warmth. She had an infectious laugh that could lift spirits even on the toughest days. A junior at Florida State University, Lisa had ambitions to make a difference in the world. That Saturday night, she enjoyed a typical evening out with her sorority sisters, returning home to the Chi Omega house to rest before a busy week of classes and activities. Margaret Bowman, another sorority sister, was known for her intelligence and kindness. Margaret had a sharp wit and a passion for literature, often found with her nose buried in a book. Her friends admired her calm demeanor and keen sense of humor. That night, Margaret, like Lisa, returned to the house to find solace in her bed, unaware of the terror that would soon unfold. The Chi Omega house, a sanctuary of sisterhood and security, turned into a nightmare within minutes. As the clock ticked past 2:45 a.m., an intruder crept through the unlocked door, a calculated predator with a singular deadly intent. This man, Ted Bundy, had a face that belied the monstrous thoughts within his mind. He was charming, articulate, and intelligent, a master at deception. Bundy attacked with a savagery that defied comprehension. Evidence showed he bludgeoned Margaret Bowman with a piece of firewood while she lay sleeping. Her life was extinguished in moments. Moving silently through the house, he entered Lisa Levy's room next. There, he brutally assaulted her, leaving her clinging to life. Prosecutors later argued that Bundy's attack on Lisa was driven by an unfathomable rage. Lisa never regained consciousness. The horror did not end there. Bundy continued his attack on two other young women, Karen Chandler and Kathy Kleiner, both of whom survived but were severely injured. Disturbingly, no one in the house heard a thing until it was almost too late. Their survival became crucial later, as they would be among those who identified Bundy in court, sealing his fate. The police arrived shortly after the attacks, their presence an attempt to restore order amidst chaos. They found blood-soaked sheets, disrupted furniture, and the haunting silence of trauma. What they discovered inside the Chi Omega house would become pivotal evidence, a macabre jigsaw puzzle pointing towards the killer's identity. Yet they were still missing a crucial piece, the man himself. Ted Bundy vanished into the night, leaving behind a trail of devastation and confusion. Authorities launched a massive manhunt, but questions lingered. Who was this man? How had he evaded capture so many times before? And most importantly, how had he managed to strike with such impunity? For weeks, investigators combed through scant evidence, piecing together a chilling picture. Bundy had already been on the FBI's 10 most wanted list, a fugitive connected to a string of violent murders across several states. His escape from a Colorado jail the previous year had left law enforcement agencies scrambling. Ted Bundy's cunning and ability to blend into normal society baffled even the most seasoned detectives. The Chi Omega murders were not an isolated incident, but a grisly culmination of Bundy's violent spree. His charm masked a much darker persona, one that thrived on manipulation and control. But it was the forensic evidence left behind, combined with eyewitness testimonies, that began tightening the noose around Bundy's neck. A crucial breakthrough came weeks later. A vehicle description matched a stolen Volkswagen Beetle, and a sharp-eyed officer in Pensacola, David Lee, noticed the suspicious car. Bundy's arrest was almost anticlimactic. The man who had eluded capture for years was caught in a routine traffic stop, his past finally catching up with him. But even in custody, Bundy's arrogance did not waver. He refused to give his real name, offering nothing but lies and misdirection. Yet, investigators persisted, piecing together the evidence that would reveal the full extent of his crimes. Bundy's fingerprints matched those found at the Chi Omega house, and the bite marks he left on Lisa Levy's body became damning proof of his guilt. Even as the evidence mounted, Bundy maintained his innocence, his narcissistic personality refusing to concede defeat. What investigators uncovered in the aftermath of the Chi Omega attacks would change everything, bringing a new understanding of evil into the public consciousness. But the story doesn't end here. The legal battle that ensued was as chilling as the crimes themselves. setting the stage for a courtroom drama that captivated and horrified a nation. Inside the chaotic aftermath of the Chi Omega murders lay crucial evidence waiting to be untangled. Investigators meticulously combed through the crime scene, collecting hair samples, fibers, and fingerprints. The forensic team faced pressure, knowing a monster lurked outside their grasp. They needed irrefutable proof to bring Ted Bundy to justice. The bite marks on Lisa Levy's body turned out to be pivotal. Experts in forensic odontology were consulted, tasked with comparing these marks to Bundy's dental impressions. The science of bite mark analysis, relatively new at the time, held both promise and controversy. Bundy's distinctive dental pattern provided a match, linking him directly to the scene. This physical evidence became the cornerstone of the prosecution's case, a chilling testament to his brutality. Beyond physical evidence, the investigation involved a sprawling timeline of Bundy's movements and crimes. Detectives worked tirelessly to fit pieces together, tracing Bundy's path from state to state. This task proved daunting, as Bundy had a knack for evading detection and leaving few traces. However, witness testimonies and Bundy's own mistakes slowly unraveled the web he had spun. One detail that demanded a second look involved Bundy's escape from a Colorado jail. He'd lost weight to slip through a ceiling light fixture, an escape so brazen it seemed improbable. Yet this audacious act underscored Bundy's desperation and ingenuity. Rewatching Bundy's courtroom demeanor, viewers might notice the chilling calm with which he recounted his escape adventures. His confidence bordered on arrogance, a trait that ultimately led to his capture. As investigators connected Bundy to various unsolved crimes, a picture emerged of a man driven by uncontrollable urges. Still, the question remained, what truly motivated Ted Bundy? A rewatch moment arises when considering the words of those who interacted with him. Many described him as polite, intelligent, and strangely charismatic, qualities that masked his predatory nature. This duality fascinated and repulsed those who sought to understand him. The timeline of Bundy's heinous acts converged at the Chi Omega house, but discrepancies in accounts and evidence loomed large. Some minor details contradicted witness testimonies, muddling the prosecution's narrative. Yet, as the trial unfolded, the bite mark evidence, combined with the survivor identifications, painted a damning picture. The most shocking reveal came through Bundy himself. He opted to represent himself in court, a decision fraught with arrogance. This move allowed him to cross-examine witnesses, including those he had brutally attacked. Watching Bundy question his victims proved a surreal and harrowing experience, one that left an indelible mark on the trial. His self-representation, rather than exonerating him, highlighted his manipulative and narcissistic personality, further sealing his fate. The trial's climax centered on Bundy's own words and actions. As the jury deliberated, the weight of Bundy's crimes became a palpable presence in the courtroom. The verdict, guilty on multiple counts of murder and assault, sent shockwaves through the nation. Bundy received the death penalty, ensuring he would never harm another. Today, Ted Bundy's case remains a touchstone for discussions on the nature of evil and the limits of human comprehension. His crimes forced society to confront the unsettling reality of charm masking malevolence. While Bundy was executed in 1989, questions linger about the true tally of his victims. Some theorize that he may have killed over 30 women, a number Bundy himself hinted at yet never confirmed. What drives someone like Ted Bundy to commit such atrocities? This question haunts both experts and lay people alike, sparking endless debates. The answer remains elusive, lost in the shadowy recesses of a mind twisted beyond repair. As the story closes, one haunting question persists. How many more Bundys walk unnoticed among us, hiding in plain sight?